think a lot of positive to get out of this game. I think the score doesn't reflect what happened on the field. So for sure, frustrating for the guys. I think we deserved better than that tonight, and I think again it's about keeping our heads up, keeping working, and moving forward.
What positives do you take out of the game, Yo?
The mentality of the group, the confidence that they play with. I think the mentality was spot on tonight from the beginning to the end. Guys worked out on the field, tried to respect the plan, and I think they did a great job. They showed some confidence, and I see a lot of improvement. So.
After controlling most of the match, and then you have that situation where Mathieu loses the ball, what do you take away from that? Is it frustrating to see that how it played out the final 10 minutes?
I'm disappointed for him. I think he's been one of the most consistent players in the team. I think he doesn't get enough credit for what he's done so far in the team, and I'm just disappointed for him. But again, I don't look at that much more. I think it's important that we stay together in these moments. Like, we're all gonna have moments like that where we can go down, but the group is stronger, and if we stay together, we're gonna go through that.
Yo, as the game progresses and some of the chances are just not falling in, did you start to get a sense that maybe, we might be susceptible to a late one here and things might not go your way?
That's football. Everything can happen. So as long as it's 0-0, it can go both ways. So it can go both ways. So we knew the game was developing. I think it was a balanced game. The dynamic of the game changed quite a few times. So sometimes we had more the ball. Sometimes we were more proactive, more attacking. Sometimes they were. I think like the game can go either ways, and unfortunately tonight like that happened on one little fact. So it's disappointing, but again, like, we need to see the big picture. We created opportunities. We offered more chances. We try to progress. We try to create. We try to have more connections on the field and impose ourselves more. And I think the guys showed a lot of progress.
You mentioned the big picture. What did you think of Adi coming in, starting, and then moving forward, how he can play that role?
No, very happy with Adi. I think again, his mentality. I spoke about his leadership and his importance in the team. I think tonight, again, I'm very happy with what he showed for 90 minutes. I was expecting to see him more tired in second half. He was able to go through the game. I see a lot of positive. Same thing, his leadership, what he brings to the table. I think at some point we used him a bit too much in the air. We didn't play enough like on the ground to create triangles and progress on the field. So I think sometimes we relied on him a little bit too much. But again, it's just about like keep working, like moving forward, trying to work on these little details, on how we're gonna play, which players we're gonna find in which spaces of the field.
Your thoughts on Frankie's contributions at both ends of the pitch tonight?
Same thing. Frankie's been very good in the past games. So I think he brings a lot of energy. He's also young, so he brings this. I don't know how to say, but this creativity is more free to play. He has more freedom on the field, and you can tell that he's less robotized by the way we want to play because he doesn't have this experience. So for now, he's more like discovering and trying to find the right spaces, and I like what he offers on the field.
With Victor playing lower, usually having Caleb drop back, did you like what you saw out of that in the midfield?
Yes, that was good. That's why we made the change and we tried something different. Again, it's the third game. It's the third game for us all together. So I'm still trying to find the best association on the field. I'm also dealing with some injuries. So I have to try. And I was pleased with what I saw from Victor as a 8. I knew he was capable of doing it. He did it in Dallas. So I wasn't surprised by it.
Kind of a hotter evening for the guys to be out there for so long. Were you considering bringing in subs earlier?
I didn't want to bring subs earlier because I felt like the guys were doing what I asked them to do. So I was happy with what they were giving me on the field. So I think making a sub for the sake of it doesn't really help me. So I was waiting to see how things were gonna develop in the last 15 minutes. For me, until that moment, that goal, I think the guys were doing a great job, and I wanted to reward them. They were fresh, they were showing freshness in the last 15 minutes. So there was no reason for me to make any changes.
No doubt the team was unlucky tonight, but at some point you tip your cap to Luis Robles and the match that he produced.
Yeah, but again, we know that we're gonna face some quality players, and we know that Robles is one of them. He made some big saves tonight, and again, I'm looking more on our side, the fact that we created opportunities and that we were dangerous in the final third. I see it as a big progress and a big improvement for us.
Anything else? Thanks, Jan.
Thank you, guys.